In this video, I'll be talking about the best CS2 investments in 2026. Really quick, I'm doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers in my Discord server, so make sure to join through the link below. First thing on my list is the Elemental Craft stickers. The Elemental Craft collection is now getting pretty old, so it's likely that it'll be removed from the armory soon. The collection was released in October of 2024, at the same time as the Character Craft stickers, which were removed in the last armory rotation. The Elemental Craft collection has a high demand and is arguably better than the Character Craft collection, and as we have seen, Character Craft stickers have been profitable and are on a solid uptrend as the supply slowly drains. We can expect similar or better results for the Elemental Craft stickers if they get removed in the next rotation, which is highly likely. The next best investment is the Recoil case. The Recoil case is currently the longest case in the active pool, meaning that supply on it is the highest of any case. This seems like a downside, but it actually isn't. This is because the huge supply has caused the price to go down, making this one of the cheapest cases at around 30p on Steam. The cheapest case in CS has never been a bad investment, and I think this case will follow. Everyone has been expecting this case to be removed from the active pool next, since the case is old and is one of the worst performing cases for Valve. This doesn't mean the case is bad though, it actually has some decent skins, but with the main downside being that it is a glove case. I think this case will be very profitable, especially long term, as the supply goes down. But I think it will also be very good short term if it's removed from the active pool, as usually when this happens to a case, the price roughly doubles in a very short amount of time, usually a day or two. And due to EU laws and regulations, Valve may remove the Recoil case as well as other cases sooner than we think. The next one is the Fracture case. The Fracture case is very cheap and it contains knives. This case was recently put into the rare drop pool, and now that the rare drop pool doesn't exist anymore, the supply of this case is going down faster than ever. This case used to be the most supplied case in the game, but right now I think it's one of the best and most overlooked investments in CS2. Rare cases were already a good investment, as the supply was going down due to the unboxing numbers being higher than the drop numbers, but now these cases aren't getting dropped anymore, meaning that every case opened is one removed from the supply forever. The reason I chose this case and not any other previously rare case is because this is one of the cheapest cases in the game, and it contains knives, which is usually the opposite for these cheaper cases like Snakebite, Recoil and Clutch. The next investment is the Budapest Major. Major capsules at the 75% discount are almost always a good investment, and the Budapest capsules look like they will be safe too. The Budapest capsules have a new embroidered sticker type and also includes 4 new teams, which are strong signs for a major capsule. Also, the contender capsule has 16 teams, which is double the usual amount, and is good for investors as the odds in the capsule to get a specific team are lower, meaning people have to open more capsules to get what they want. This will decrease the supply of the capsules even faster. The thing on my list for this video is the Fever case. It has been a while now since the Fever case was introduced to the armory, and since Gallery was removed, this is the only case left in the armory. Not long ago, this case wasn't a good investment because the case generates a lot of money for Valve and they have no reason to remove it. However, a case can't stay in the game forever, as people want new content, and the Fever case will be open less and less as time goes on. Also, EU laws and regulations have already made Valve shift away from cases, as they didn't add a new case, but instead added a terminal. This could mean Valve is going to slowly get rid of cases in CS2, meaning that the Fever case could be gone sooner than expected. Either way, we know Fever will be getting removed at some point, and this case has very good items inside of it, so it'll bring huge profits to investors. So make sure you start stocking up on this case now while it's cheap. And that is everything for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to join my Discord down below.